Hello Saggy, how's it hanging? Welcome to Leo season finally. We get a little bit of fire under our bellies and we get to see what's really going on. So here is your August 2020 reading. You've got 4 cards to come, one for each week of the month of August, and then one overarching card for the month itself. But here we have first week in August, straight out the gate with hello. Have you noticed that you have an incredibly large amount of options to choose from? You're gonna have to choose something. You can't just sit there with all these options. A lot of them are coming from unknown sources, right? They're coming from clouds, which is the unknown, and they're just kind of presented to you in this way, in this kind of trust the universe, look at all these things you could do kind of way. That's not a bad start, is it? Do you want to be, or do you want to have, an aggressive snake? Christmas wreath? Probably not, Saggy. I know you're born terribly close to the time. Fancy dragon? Piece of earth? It's all there for you. But they all represent different potential, different possibilities, different things that you could be doing if you wanted to. Right? Mostly that is emotional choices. So not necessarily relationships, but definitely how do I want to act, how do I want to feel about this is going to come up an awful lot in the month of August, particularly in that first week. Hi, I'm fine. Your cards are always so jumpy. So it's all that fiery energy. Nice. 7 and followed by another 7 of wands here. It's called, well, it's one that I affectionately call beating down the dicks, right? So not only do you have too many options for how you could feel, so many that I actually think it's stopping you moving forward, you then get many options in what you could do. Now, if you're online dating, get it. But if you're not, you're going to have to do something. It's going to keep telling you it. You have to do something. You can't just pick nothing, and you can't just sit there because these options won't be around forever, and when they go, you're really stuck. So you must move forward with something. Even tiny little baby steps. It's necessary, trust me, right? The third week is the moon, third week in August. How exciting, how enticing. In this case, it's about highlighting the things that you've missed. So not necessarily to give yourself more options, but this card is about seeing the details that maybe you didn't see before. So for example, if theatre, kabuki mask in the bottom corner there, on the other side of it, it's just covered in mould. So on the surface it looked great, and the minute you turn it round, you're like, whew, this is not COVID safe. That kind of thing. Right? So getting more details, uncovering secrets, finding out you've been lied to if you really want to go deep and go hard. I feel like there's an element of that this month, particularly third week of August. So it's all going on. There's a lot of Leo style drama there. Then fourth week, you actually start feeling things about it. Sorry, Sag. It's really trying to master your emotions here. Because I feel like for a lot of these options, you're not supposed to really feel much about them. You're supposed to just do them. Which is why I keep saying it's not necessarily romantic. It's just about deciding how to feel about each thing. And then by the time you're Queen of Cups, you've decided how to feel about each thing. And that is just deeply emotional. It's kind of an overwhelm card in this case. You've got this, there are definitely worse cards for emotional overwhelm or feeling overburdened, but I think you won't be able to lift yourself as easily as perhaps you would normally. It will feel quite heavy. It's a bit like wearing a dress made entirely of water. You're trying to do practical things, you can't even go to the loo, right? So bear that in mind. The theme of the month is please sleep more, Saggy. I'm sorry, I know, and you're all gonna eye roll at me, but it really is a theme. There's a lot of stress, there's a lot of potential for stress, I will say, and that means it's going to affect your sleep more than anything. You may be oversleeping, right? It's just a sleep card, if you like. saying, oh, you should really look at this. Repetitive thoughts, being very caught up in those, being obsessive, bullying yourself, any of that. And also, these tied hands here, it's sometimes feeling trapped by the words of others. So feeling like you can't really escape things that people have said to you, or like they've made a judgment on you and you're just kind of like, why did you have to say it like that? That kind of thing will come up this month. It's just to be dealt with. Again, this feels very, very transient. It feels like a month you almost float through just to get through, and then the other side we'll see some really interesting stuff come up, right? So, not too bad at all. Not the best, but you can get through this, Saggy. It's going to be good. I'm very excited to see what comes up for that moon for you in the 3rd week of August. If something wild happens, tell me in the comments underneath, because I love that stuff. If it resonated with you, tell me as well. It's all good. Share the videos if you like them. Have a look at the others, make sure they check out for your friends' signs. You can subscribe to me using the little button, and you'll get weekly content coming soon, and these monthly readings whenever you feel like it. If you want to book a private reading with me, I'm available on WhatsApp and Skype and all the rest of it. It's amberleyalchemy.co.uk. The link is underneath, it's just here. If you want to book in directly or message me, that's totally fine. If you want to learn how to read cards, I also do that. Or more about crystals, or more about protection on an energetic level, all of that sort of thing. Give me a shout on Instagram. Again, all the details are underneath. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck out there. It's going to be absolutely fine. It's just a little bit of that Leo season drama. All right, bye.